This is the balcony of my kutir. I'm facing the eastern side where the sun rises there, and Surya Namaskar. Out of the 12 steps, 2 steps today I'll be demonstrating. Step 1 is Namaste. Step 2 is inhale, stretch both ends up. Cyrus McCormick, born on 15th February 1809, the United States of America, died on 13 May 1884 in Chicago. Cyrus said, indomitable perseverance in a business properly understood always ensures ultimate success. The whole life of the Indian yoga system and shastras keeps on telling you only on this one thing. Only thing it is said in different varieties of styles. Karma Yoga says keep doing work without expecting results. You're deeply involved. You melt with you and your particular business. You and the business becomes one. Hence they say to the businessman, your first wife is your business and second is the real wife. Such is the involvement of trying to get to your particular talent, trying to get it to your foundation, to melt with the foundation. And when the foundation starts giving you the result without asking, it strikes without thinking, answers flows without thinking, interest from the hard work keeps coming out, then you go and marry, you have a wife, then that's why this is second. The first is the flow of your power, flow of your brain power, how you utilize it to make sure you get the results, get the fruits out of it. How deeper you can go deeper to strengthen the roots so that you can stand tall to deliver flowers and fruits. Indomitable perseverance in a business. Perseverance, not perseverance alone, like the Bodhidharma statue in India looks like a healthy muscle man, it seems. But the same picture of Bodhidharma when it goes to China or Japan, it doesn't have the muscle, but it will have the stomach full, big, bloated stomach man sitting. The reason is they're telling indomitable person, indomitable, it's holy. The stomach is full of his ideas. Stomach is full of his happiness, his jnana. And when it explodes like a laughing Buddha. Indomitable perseverance in a business. Properly understood, that properly understanding is the Karma Yoga, what they say. You start becoming more conscious. And you start absorbing like the Japanese kid. One look and they close the eyes and the policeman comes and asks, how does a robber look? The child can draw and tell exactly what color of the eyes, shape of the face, the nose, the ears. Can you believe? That is a kind of observation. Properly understood, that understanding comes only through 1,000 times you practice before you go to the stage. 10,000 times to just get the start. 100,000 times to understand. 100,000 times to master and 500,000 times to own that particular technique. That indomitable perseverance in a business, properly understanding is very important. Hence, that mathematics practice is very, very important. Always ensures ultimate success. Ultimate success. There is no doubt about it. The problem is when you see the smoke, you take a break. When I was organizing major tournaments, I used to go with my secretary to many companies asking for sponsorship. In one particular company, we went to Bangalore in Mysore Road to the Torino company. And the Torino boss said, yes, he accepted the sponsorship paper. And he said, I'll think about it and let you know tomorrow. We came out, we went to Britannia Company. Britannia Company, the person whom we met was not in league with what my thinking, so he was not happy with me. So coming back, it's far away from Bangalore city that time. This was a 1987 story I'm talking. We drove back from Mysore Road towards Koshi, towards MC Road, and I said to my secretary, can we go to Koshi restaurant and we'll have some food? She said, no. First get the contract, then only food. I was shocked. I said, what is it? Tomorrow also we can. She said, no. And exactly that time my auditor called and told me, why don't you go to Brindavan Distilleries? Mr. Ram will be there. And I and my secretary walked into, and exactly when we walked in, Sir Ram was there. For to go out. Can you believe? If I had gone to Koshi restaurant, I could have had the food, I could have missed it. As we entered, Ram said, yeah, I got the call from your auditor. Come sit, what is the matter? And we saw so and so. He immediately took the sponsorship, he signed, he said, everything done. I said, what about Torino tomorrow? She said, no, don't wait for people. If they say tomorrow, don't wait for him. We got the sponsorship. And then we went to Koshi and we had a very good food. Then I said, will not Torino guy get upset? Next day we got a call from the Torino telling, come for the sponsorship. And she said, we already got the sponsorship. He was shocked. He said, but I promised. She said, but you did not sign it. So when the very next program when I was organizing, when he called Torino, he did not even look left and right. He signed it. Yes, always ensures ultimate success if you follow it up without a gap. The gap, that smoke. We saw the smoke in Torino. And I told my secretary, after Britannia pushed us out, I said, well, let us go and have a good meal. And I was hungry and tired. She said, no, we must first get, then we can sit even for hours together. And lucky we went to Brindavan Distilleries, we got the total sponsorship. That continuity, after the smoke, till you see the fire, do not sit. This I learned from my secretary. Indomitable perseverance in a business properly understood always ensures ultimate success. Food secondary. First, for your work, the result, and then food follows. You can sit and eat throughout the night. Cyrus Hall McCormick was an American inventor and businessman who founded the McCormick Harvesting Machine Company, which later became part of the International Harvester Company in 1902. Originally from the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia, he and many members of the McCormick family became prominent residents of Chicago. Cyrus McCormick said, trying to do business without advertising is like winking at a pretty girl through a pair of green goggles. You may know what you are, but no one else does. Shocking revelation. Yes. Trying to do business without advertising is like winking at a pretty girl through a pair of green goggles. Yes. You may know what you are, but she doesn't know, but no one else does it. So advertising is very important. The child should tell my test is coming, my homework is coming. The child should advertise to his elder sister, elder brother, younger sister, younger mother, so nobody disturbs them. They might also put some thought into it. The wife should be able to tell her mother and grandmother and their friends that husband would like to have so and so food, children like that. So they might give more recipe. Advertising is very important. Like we tell our visually challenged students, while you're crossing the road, they know to cross the road. They have the white cane, they can cross the road. But still we insist that they ask for help so that the sighted people knows to help. They come to know about you. Please, can anybody help? And they help and they cross the road. They feel happy and then they talk to them. They might give them a helping hand. Trying to do business without advertising is like winking at a pretty girl through a pair of green goggles. Yes, you have to advertise to your family, to your joint family, to your family, to tell, I am doing so and so work, I am doing so and so work. I am at present a clerk, but I'm going to become an assistant manager, and tomorrow I'm trying for a manager post. I will one day become a general manager, and the family tree will be very happy. They might try to put in some ideas. Advertising doesn't mean that you are boasting, you are trying to take over. It gives you the strength because you already advertised. The body will start pushing not to stop at the smoke till you find the fire. That's the best way. That's the best way to ensure a successful love life in your family. Trying to tell your wife or husband, I'm going to get you a car on your birthday if you hit so and so target, and I'm going to get you a golden ring, or I'm going to get you a diamond ring. Advertising in advance so that people are well aware that the film is going to get released. They make sure that they take off so that they can come and see the film. Yes. If you do not advertise, you have to talk, you have to discuss in the house. And if you want to be successful in your competitive exams too, you have to tell, I have taken competitive exams. You have to call. Maybe some people will connect you to the previous people who have been successful. If you escape, then you are selfish. You are not a karma yogi. You are becoming brutal. You become a brutal dictator because you will go around and tell, nobody helped me, only I, nobody helped. No, don't tell all this. No, without help, please do not go. The wife should always discuss with the husband. Husband should always discuss. Even if she doesn't also, just putting a small seed into her. Together is the strength. Yin and yang, positive and negative, only can create electricity. A businessman walked into a New York City bank and asked for the loan officer. He said he was going to Europe on business for 2 weeks and needed to borrow $5,000. The loan officer said the bank would need some security for such a loan. The businessman then handed over the keys to a Rolls Royce that was parked on the street in front of the bank. Everything checked out, and the loan officer accepted the car as collateral for the loan. An employee then drove the Rolls into the bank's underground garage and parked it there. 2 weeks later, the businessman returned, repaid the $5,000 and the interest, which came to $15.41. The loan officer said, we do appreciate your business and this transaction has worked out very nicely, but we are a bit puzzled. While you were away, we checked and found that you are a multimillionaire. What puzzles us is why you would bother to borrow $5,000. The businessman replied, where else in New York City can I park my car for 2 weeks for $15? Cyrus McCormick said, trying to do business without advertising is like winking at a pretty girl through a pair of green goggles. You may know what you are, but no one else does it. This is my 334th.